Hi, I'm Cheryl Fernandez with Display in a Box, and I'm going to show you how to make the curvaceous spiral chandeliers. They're going to hang over your table for your product launch. This is what it looks like. You can see pictures on your planogram and resource guide that you're going to get, as well as on our website in a couple of months. And let me tell you what materials you're going to need. The list is going to also be in your resource guide. So you need a hole punch or circle punch. This is a 1-inch circle punch. It will punch these small circles for your chandelier. And then we have a 2-inch punch, or you can use a 3-inch punch depending on how big you want your circles. I used a 1-inch and a 3-inch. You're also going to need some paper. I chose this lime green vellum paper. It's really cool. It's kind of see-through, and it kind of looks like shells when you have the chandelier hung. And you can get any kind of paper you want. You can get sparkly paper or any paper from Michael's. I'll provide you with the link of the paper that I chose. I also have metal rings here that are going to be the top of your spirals. So this is a 7-inch metal ring you can get at Michael's. It's in the leather section. This is a 5-inch metal ring. So this one will make your large spiral. This one will make your medium spiral. You can go for 2 large spirals. They look really cool if you have a lot of space and really high ceilings above your table. You may need to go with 2 medium depending on how low your ceilings are. And you're also going to need 12-pound fishing line. You can get this at Walmart. And then you're going to need some jump rings. So these jump rings come from Fire Mountain Gems online. They're a great jewelry online merchant. I prefer them because their 12-millimeter rings can actually be opened with your hands, and you don't need a jewelry pliers. You're going to need a needle nose pliers if you purchase the jump rings from Michael's, because you cannot open them and close them with your hands. Then we're going to get a little fancy on top. This is optional for you, but you're going to need some crimp beads and then some rondelles. So rondelles are just these rhinestone beads. They're crystals. These come from Michael's. I just chose a lime green. And that is going to be the top of your strands. So here's what each of the strands look like. So we can see here there's a rhinestone at the top, and then we have 2 small circles, a larger circle, and then 2 of the smaller circles again. Here's how you punch the holes in your circles. So I have a large circle here, and you'll see that there's 2 small holes in there. And I use this really cool little punch, hole punch. You can get this at Michael's as well. That gives you really nice clean punches for your circles so that you can put your jump rings through those holes. So then you're going to have, for your smaller circles, you're going to have some with 1 hole and some with 2. So depending, the ones that have 1 hole are going to go on the bottom of your strands, and the ones with 2 holes are going to go at the top. So let me show you again. So you'll see you want the one on the bottom to not have a hole at the bottom, so it looks finished. And then your one on top is going to have a jump ring, and then you're going to put your fishing line through 1 crimp bead, your rhinestone, and then through another crimp bead, and then thread it through your circle, and then back through the crimp bead, back through the rhinestone, and then back through the other crimp bead and crimp it off. Okay, so for the medium spirals, you're going to need 14 of these strands, 2 small and 1 medium, and then 2 small circles on the bottom. Then for the giant spirals, I did 18 of these, but I added another circle on top and on bottom. So we had 3 small circles on top, 1 large one in the middle, and then 3 small circles at the bottom. And in the resource guide, I'll provide the counts of how many circles you have to punch out of paper, how many jump rings you're going to need, and all that good stuff. Okay, so then once you're done with making all your strands, what you're going to do is you're going to take your ring. You have to prop it up on something, and then you're just going to start tying your strands on. And let me show you how I did mine. So you can see right here, you see the 1, 2, 3. I'm going down as a step. So I just made this circle even with the second one of the first strand. Then the third strand I made even with the second circle of the second strand. Now don't try to get this perfectly even. Nobody even notices anything once it's already hung up above your table. You're not going to notice the differences, slight differences in height between your strands and the circles. It just gives you a guide to go by. And then once you get all your strands on, then you're going to take 2 long pieces of fishing line and tie them equidistant from each other. And you're going to use 3 of them to make like a kind of triangle so that your chandelier is going to hang even over your table. And then you're going to grab all your pieces of fishing line together, and that's how you're going to hang it above your table, just like that. Very easy. So any questions that you guys have, please send them to displayinabox@gmail.com. Make sure you check out our Facebook page and our Twitter page, as well as our website for any pictures that we've done in the past. You guys have fun making these chandeliers. They're really cool. A good idea maybe for your house if you wanted to make these for your home. You can get Capiz shells, that's C-A-P-I-Z, and it gives you a really nice, expensive looking chandelier to hang in your home. Or if you wanted to invest the money into your salon, you could make, instead of using paper, you could use shells. So it gives you a little bit of a more of an upscale look. All right, well, you guys have fun and sell lots during your Curvaceous launch. Take care. Thank you.